Oh, there we go. All right, gents. So we'll get this kicked off. Like I said, once that comes around, just fill that out. We've got two classes to do this morning real quick. We've got excavation and trenching, which like I said last time is something that's awareness for us because obviously it's not something that we do. And then we have, respiratory awareness, I believe is what it's listed as, but talks about gas mask, all that good stuff, SCBA's. We'll run through those two real quick. Then we'll take two quick tests. We'll get it kind of knocked out pretty quick. I know we've got some jobs going and stuff like that. We've got swab rating and this morning and masters. So, we'll. But we'll get that knocked out. So like I said, as that's going around, fill out that yellow one, please.
I forgot how bad I would get mine with the notes. I'm gonna just like, oh, no. That's just making it nice, so Jerry. All right.
You're not my dad. All right, we'll run through that one real quick. All right, blank are defined as any man-made cut, cavity, trench, or depression in their surface or by debris removal.
Beef.
Hey, excavations.
I just know what the video was about, so I just said something.
Keep going downstairs.
Yeah.
All right, number two, trenches are narrow underground excavations that are deeper than they are wide and are no wider than blank, 15 feet. A. Number three, before an excavation can begin, you must call what?
C.
C 811. Number four, excavations with a depth of blank must have a competent person determine if protective systems are required. A, 5 feet or less. Number five, blank, use mechanical structures to support the size of an excavation. B, shielding and shoring. Number six, blank, rely on angling the sides of an excavation so the walls can safely support themselves. C, sloping and benching. Number seven, for safety purposes, assume that soil is blank unless a competent person tells you otherwise.
C.
C. Should be type C soil every single time. Number eight, excavations with hazardous atmospheres may require similar precautions to those used blank. E, in confined spaces. Why would that be? Right? Yeah, on the oxygen possibly. What else likes to sit in low places?
H2Os. Other chemicals.
Benzene, H2S, all that good stuff. Did you say Devin? Who said it? Stephanie? Number nine, oxygen deficient atmospheres are atmospheres that contain less than blank percentage of oxygen.
19.5.
Yep. A, 19.5. What does your monitor normally read for oxygen? Number 10, OSHA says a competent person must inspect excavation nearby areas and protective systems blank. B, every day or if conditions change. What would be a condition change in an excavation?
Drain.
There you go. All right, pass on the left. Come by and collect them. All right, We'll run through this one real quick too. Number one, which of the following is a device that provides protection from low oxygen environment and inhaling dangerous substances, such as toxic gases, vapors, and fumes? E, respirator.
Your mom.
That's just disgusting. Might be hazardous environment itself. Number two, an atmosphere that poses a threat to life could potentially cause adverse health effects or could impair a worker's ability to escape from dangerous atmospheric conditions is considered blank. A, immediately dangerous to life or health, IDLH. Number three, two main categories of respirators are air purifying respirators and blank.
Steve.
C, atmosphere supplying respirators. Number four, which of the following respirators remove gases, vapors, particulates, or a combination of contaminants from the air using filters, cartridges, or canisters? A, air purifying. Number five, which of the following respirators provide clean breathing air from a source that is independent of the work area, such as a tank or compressor? B, atmosphere supplying respirators. How do you ensure the cartridge, canister, or filter is correct for the respective hazard when using an APR?
B. Wait. Yeah, A.
A, by reviewing its color code to identify the level of protection.
I'm looking for the wrong question.
Number seven, what is the most common cause of respirator seal leakage?
B.
B, facial hair. B. Number eight, you must be blank prior to respirator use to ensure a proper fit and reduce the chance of seal leakage. B, fit testing. Why is that? Does anybody know?
Was it fit differently? It's you.
Could be a different size, it could be a different style, like everybody's got different, like different face, right? Your jaw could be, like for instance, like somebody had a broken jaw before. They had to use a different respirator than everybody else because just the way they're, the size of the jaw, the way it fit. So you have to be tested ahead of time to make sure it fits properly.
Not only that, fit testing is also making sure that you're able to use a respirator, right? Lung capacity, all that. So if you have weak lungs, using a respirator is not going to be good.
Number nine, you must be blank by medical professional before wearing a respirator to ensure you can wear and use the respirator safely. A, medically evaluated. Number 10, which respirator is the only respirator that provides enough protection in an IDLH atmosphere?
C.
C, scuba, full face piece, pressure demand, self-contained breathing apparatus. It's a mouthful.
Those suck.
Go ahead and pass it to the left. That yellow picture make its way all the way around here? Oh, that's fine. I'll just finish.
Here's clear. All right.
You want to talk about yesterday?
That was the traumatic energy thing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, as far as what we talked about. So. Okay. Oh, let's see here, swabbing wise. We do have a rig going out to Masters this morning. Um. We do have some work coming in, next week for Kyle Levada. Sounds like they're just waiting on some, just permission from the foreman and stuff to do it, obviously, budget concerns, I mean, I know everybody's been pretty slow, obviously, on the swabbing side, slick line, we've been pretty steady. A lot of it has to do with budgeting, a lot of it has to do with, I talked to a lot of the foremen. A lot of it has to do just with budgets, it's the end of it was the end of the quarter, end of the month, now it's into the new quarter, the new month, so they've got new budgets, all that good stuff. They also, I totally forgot about this, but like 4 or 5 weeks ago is when they did their last changeover for all the leads and stuff moving around. So there's a lot of shuffling also, so that's part of the reason also that stuff's been a little backed up, like. Yeah, that was the next thing. For those of you that have been around either Chevron or anything like that, or let's say anybody around Greeley, you've noticed that the line pressure's been pretty high lately too. That's also a thing that's been screwing everybody. For instance, when I talked to Ken Hawley, which his area is pretty much all Greeley, you know, right over here, little to the east of town. He said he literally has pads, entire pads that are not producing a single barrel right now because the line pressure is too high. So it's really fucking everybody up, to be blunt honest. So, but talk with everybody, it sounds like it's not anything on that. You know, I even made the comment, but we're not mad, there's nothing wrong, I swear, it's just line pressure and other issues, so. Like for instance, the other part of his area is the weed area, there's a bunch of cracks and stuff going on down there. So, same thing, can't do nothing about that. So hopefully that's gonna pick up pretty quick from the sounds of it. Like, Ken, who else did I talk to? Kyle, a lot of the guys, it's one of the things they all laughed at because normally this is a time when we're pretty busy. Because it's nice weather, you don't have to worry about freezing, you don't have to worry about that, you know, any of that kind of stuff, right? We're trying to get stuff done, we're trying to get stuff knocked out. And right now, because everything going on, it's tying everybody's hands. So hopefully, like I said, we'll have some stuff picked up. We got that job in Masters today. Probably possibly tomorrow. Right now, that's what they're saying. And then Kyle's got some stuff next week that he's gonna start working on. And then it sounds like some other stuff's gonna start coming in also. So be prepared for that on the swabbing side. So the fun side, obviously, you guys, like I said, you guys have been hammering on it. You guys have been kicking ass. That's good. It's been keeping us afloat, at least here in Colorado. Sounds like that's gonna continue. I know Warren already sent through a bunch of
Stuff for next week.
stuff for next week for Chevron already, so. It's not even, it wasn't even Thursday, it was last night, Wednesday night, he was already sending stuff through, so that's a good sign. Pat, is there anything you need to talk about?
No, not big deal.
Except for the fact that Mickey's a bitch. Did you get anything besides?
No, but I think Stefan wanted to talk a little bit more about the grading of that,
Oh, yeah,
on the driving reports.
that's the reason I wanted to end up with more, I thought I should go.
Kind of to reiterate on GPS stuff, you guys need to sign in and sign out. Tired of getting alerts for unidentified drivers or an unfamiliar driver. And then I go to look at it and somebody else is logged into it and they're not even driving. They are driving the rig or whatever the case is, they're in the passenger seat. I can go in and change it. But it will change for the entire trip for that day. It's not just you drive to the location and that's it. It is for that entire trip that is logged on that GPS. So if Devin is logged in, Anthony's driving, drives like shit, Devin gets stopped. He does. So log in, log out, it takes 5 fucking seconds. It's not hard. And I don't want to hear an excuse, oh, I forgot. This is part of the deal, don't have a choice. Log in, log out, got a full reports, yeah, make sure everybody's driving good, not driving good, privileges will be pulled. It's that simple.
What happened if you, we have service, I have to drive a mile up on the hill?
It's all on Bluetooth.
Because usually I can do it with my phone. I have to drive a mile away, no?
It kind
And
of,
my,
it kind of is what it is. You're gonna run into that, obviously, like if you're out in the middle of nowhere. Do your best to try to find enough service to get logged in. I can go in and dismiss a lot of stuff. If it means for, unfamiliar driver. I changed a bunch more settings, turned a bunch of more stuff on. And then the scoring, how the scoring works is it goes off the mileage that you have driven either per day or as of right now, it's set up for, I think it's a week or every 2 weeks, and then it recalculates your score. But if you're a guy that does nothing but drive the pickup and that's it, you don't drive a rig, and you drive 1,000 miles in 2 weeks, but you have 10, 15, 20 violations, your score's gonna be way low. It goes per mile driven, per violation is how they calculate the score. Now, there was a bunch, I know we had a lot of issues, we were getting dinged on a lot of close following, so I went in. I think I finally figured out the right setting for it. I dropped it completely, changed the miles per hour. So hopefully that goes away, which I have seen pretty much all this week. I've seen like very, very minimal. I think there was one, but I dismissed it because it was picking up a vehicle coming the other way on the 2-lane road. So do your best. Like I said the other day, I mean, you guys are all grown ass men. I shouldn't have to tell you how to drive. I know if you don't have the app, get with me before you guys head out. Get you set up. I think there's only 2 people here left that need it. The other thing is stay off your fucking cell phones. Seen a lot more cell phone usages. And don't think hiding it by the steering wheel up by the dash is not registering it.
Passes everything.
You fuckers. All you know, figure it out. You got something you wanna show somebody? Wait. You got a fucking text message? Wait. Even if you stop, like, I don't give a shit. It's not while you're driving. I've said this before. You can text as long as you're at a stop. That's it. Pull over. I don't care. But it's gotta stop. We had an insurance thing yesterday and they are very heavily looking into everything.
Yes,
Like,
extremely.
you shouldn't be driving at all. Jeremy was questionable. They messed it up, but.
You're still questioning.
Yeah, so
They scrutinized everything.
Yeah, we was on there too.
Joey was on there, and there's a couple guys, but like I said. Just, you guys get paid by the hour, don't be in a fucking rush.
With that being said, just so you know, I told you the other day, but every time I log in the morning, it connects to whatever the top one is,
Gateway.
the gateway.
Yep.
But it always says, status pending for the dash cam.
So sometimes those, cameras have, automatic, basically system updates. And there's a color code on it. Usually I think if it's flashing, it's doing its update, so I wouldn't worry about it. I can still see if you're logged in.
Okay. It's only been doing it like the last
Yeah.
week or so.
Because I know his truck, his was like a full out system update, like it actually threw the white bar on it, said it needed to update it, you can show it on the computer side that it needed to do an update. I can't do it, it just does it on its own. But, as long as you connect to that vehicle and you disconnect it, I wouldn't worry about it.
Because she still yells at me, like, if I disconnect it, she'll yell at me and be like,
Yeah.
please connect. So I know I'm connected to it. I just don't think the actual dash cam part is connected. Something.
Oh, it works.
Oh, does it?
That's how I
Yeah.
caught you spoken.
Yeah. Yeah. It says getting static.
It works, trust me.
Well, that was last week when it was working.
It's not Calgary.
So,
It's very easy.
yeah, just do me a favor, you guys do your best to try to mind everything, speeding's been quite a bit here lately too. Watch your speed. I set the pickups to 80. In case we gotta go down I-25, down 470. Like, I'm not worried about the pickups. The rigs are obviously different, so. You guys should be getting alerts now, like immediately when you start speeding. Let me know if it doesn't work. I mean, I'll know obviously, but
They'll be testing it.
yeah, don't make test that today.
But it's,
Yeah, oh yeah, and Bill does see all this, just so you guys know. Idling, there's no fucking idling. I understand if it's hot. Let your pickup idle for 10 minutes, I don't care, if you need to go cool down. Idling for an hour at a time. At the end of the day, throughout the day, it's gotta stop. I mean, I pulled up the fuel, the fuel shit yesterday. I mean, we're at 60% idle time. That should be 0. Really. It doesn't calculate drive time, it's idle. 60%, that's over half of the day for pretty much everybody that it's registered in their idle. Coming into the yard. You know, to come in and pick up tools, come to the safety meeting, whatever, shut your truck off. Just wasting money that fortunately you guys don't pay for, the company pays for it, and that's the one thing that Bill is harping on right now is idle time. The rates are different, obviously, don't have a choice of that, but the pickups, we're spending an ass load of money on fuel. Keep it to a bare minimum, like I said, I don't care if you get hot, you wanna go sit in the truck for 10, 15 minutes, keep it to a minimum or maximum of 15 minutes. I'll get an alert after 15 minutes, and it's just about every day that I get alerts from multiple units. For 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. All you have to,
Question about my future workers. Oh, yeah,
they didn't bring it by yesterday, right? They're gonna bring it by this morning.
yeah, I did, I did a full order of them, so we get them treated that way. So it should be.
I need to find one way. The other night, I had to stop because it scratched my window. Also, the oil were out. I stopped like 15, 20 minutes for my phone.
Yeah, when you were by the gas station. Yeah, sit by my door. I saw it. Sit my eye on
Or can I use it today for diesel pickup?
You're gonna drive the rig. You're gonna have to drive the rig.
Somebody drive a pickup?
So he's gotta move Carlos, probably.
Well, looks like you're gonna have to go move Carlos and you can go move, take Jose off the location. Jose's gonna pick up.
We'll figure it out.
They'll be here this morning though. So if you leave your pickup, when they get here, I'll put them on. But it's up to you.
There was 3 days to 27 days.
Hold on a second. We'll find out. We gotta get a hold of everyone in the store. Cause he got a hold of Joey, so. We just got hold of him.
Yeah.
So, we'll get a hold of him. Oh. I thought there was something else. Just FYI, throwing it out there. So everybody can kind of keep it in the back of their head. I will be coming to the field more often now, again, getting caught up on stuff. So make sure you, and it's not, you should be doing it all the time anyway, but I'm just throwing it out there, like, I will be doing safety inspections. So,
duck ponds. Duck ponds need to be put out for every
Yeah.
location.
that was the other thing. Not just duck ponds, but, but that's part of me coming out and checking stuff is everything needs to be done every single time. Doesn't matter if we're for Chevron, doesn't matter if we're for or whatever, right? Talked about it in the past, we don't need to harp on it, but we're bringing it up, whatever you want to call it, so, yeah. It's making me think a lot. But duck ponds, fire extinguishers, grounding cables, all that good stuff, doesn't matter who we're out for, those should be put out every single time. The other thing, we talked about the other day, this, I gotta remember. JSAs. JSAs, guys, should be the first, not to sound real rude when I say this, but it should be the first fucking thing you do when you get to location. Nothing else. If you hop to the location, your rig car there, you hop out, start the rig, that's fine. But do the fucking JSA first. Not 12 hours later at the end of the day, not halfway through the day, not 2 hours later, right off the bat. Be the first thing you do before you even step foot outside to do any kind of work. The way it should be. It's our policy. That's 99% of the oil fields policy too, when it comes to production companies or anything like that. If you get caught without it, somebody asks for it, and it's a big deal to them, what do you think's gonna happen? At minimum, they might throw your ass off location that day. They might say, hey, we don't want this crew out here. So you may not be able to work for that producer ever again for the next year or whatever it is. Or it could be a deal where they say, hey, you guys obviously don't give a fuck about safety, so we don't want you to swap for anymore. I know, like I said earlier, Slippine's been pretty decent, busy, swabbing's been slow. How'd we like if we were all standing around with our thumb in our ass, not even doing anything? Wouldn't be a good deal, right? So make sure we're doing that. Doesn't matter who we're working for. Like I said, if you want to go to location, start your rig real quick, so you can warm up and air up real fast or whatever, that kind of a deal. Hop back in the pickup, do JSA. And then worry about doing anything else.
And please do JSA as a crew.
Yes.
Job step. What you're doing that day, especially with some of our newer games. And we're supposed to be doing it together, not just individually. Needs to be discussed, talked about.
So, we've had a lot of that here recently where either like the supervisor will show up on location or something, or somebody will show up, JSA's not done, or it's done halfway, or whatever it is, or signatures are not on there, whatever it may be. If that JSA is not done, fully completed, and they signed and all that good stuff, it's not technically done. So we gotta make sure we're handling on that. Like I said, that should be part of your job steps. For the newer guys, it's one of the things that we've been talking about, right? So it should be a habit deal. You show up a location, there's a certain sequence of steps you need to do. It's one of the things, first right off the bat, they say. And then you get into fire extinguishers, your duck ponds, any of that good stuff. It should be a habit. Every single time, as soon as you, let's say you pull up a location, operate your facts and rigging. Do your JSA, and then it should be a habit that everybody knows before we do anything else. We need to put out the safety stuff, we need to put out the duck ponds, we need to put out, fire extinguishers, whatever it is. To be ingrained in your minds, that is the way you do it every single time. Any questions, concerns, thoughts? Anybody got anything they need to get off their chest?
Another thing about this is make sure every individual person is signing it and going over it. Or facilitating other people's signatures as well.
That's a good point. The same thing as driving. You guys are all adults, we hate to hammer on it, but we're missing some of that stuff here recently. It seems like we're getting pretty lax on everything. But That could be the difference, like I said, between us working for a customer and us not. Especially in a situation where it's slow anyway, we don't want that happening. We don't want to happen anyway, but I'm saying, especially when we're slow, we definitely don't want that happen.
And one thing, if Bill ever comes up here and to visit us, goes out to location, that's the first thing he's gonna expect. Is build out and be JSN. I'll have one. I would expect we wouldn't have a job here anymore.
It's pretty serious, but see.
It's extremely common.
All right. Anybody, got anything else? Great, Grant. All right. Okay, grab a donut if you already have, grab one and.
Get your monitors, if there
Oh,
are
yeah.
issues, get with Jerry.
Yep.
I just bought mine last week, but now it looks a cow.
That's okay. Did anybody else need a calling for calibration?
I can use a bonus. Okay,